Good morning. It is Wild Thursday, and boy, is it wild already. We're at fresh highs. And what else did you expect? I mean, come on. Yesterday, we took back a level of resistance. It's kind of like always the beginning of the end of the pullback, or vice versa. Whenever we are trending upward and we break down, it's the beginning of, or the end of, the push. Same thing. It's rinse and repeat, really. So, let's get this day started. Let me just share the link here for the community. It's a free community, all right? I'm never going to charge you anything for it. You are never going to be billed anything for it. It is entirely free. If you're interested, the link is right there. Oops. Are we good? Yeah. All right. So the link is there for you. It's a free community. I'm never going to charge you anything for it. And it's a community if you want to learn more about technical analysis. We're there pretty much all day talking about technicals and, numbers and things that are coming into play, things that are pretty important in the market at the time. So if you're interested, got to do a trade recap. It was actually a really nice trade. All right, so one thing I'm going to start off by saying is no matter what happens in your day, no matter what happens, you always got to feel good about it. In the sense of you always got to have a hope. You cannot be walking around feeling negative about your day, about yourself. It's not going to work. You shouldn't do it. That's just my opinion. Feel good about what you do. No matter what, just know that at the end, everything will be all right. So let's start off this stream by saying, what just happened? Like, we're at new all-time highs. We're fresh highs. I'm grateful for everything, but goddamn, like this is, come on. It's either we got a FOMO on this thing long or nothing else to really do here. This 1418 level was gonna be the last level of resistance. I don't know if you guys remember this level of resistance. Let me kind of bring up this on the minute chart here. You can clearly see this was that level where we were getting stuck up that last time. I was talking about how this was resistance. And we already back tested 18. Yeah, that's the trade I kind of wanted right there. But we already back tested it, it looks. I was not here for this. I'm going to try and take a long of 14. We'll see what happens. But I mean, it's difficult, but look at this. We already back tested. This is the video I kind of put out yesterday explaining this. It rinses and repeats on every single level. We have great examples of that backtest entries yesterday. In fact, that's the trade that I got on a backtest of 66 and reclaim of 66. So if you didn't watch that, you should probably watch it. It's a good video, I think, overall. So we have this previous high there sitting at 18. And as I say on that video, and as I often say, when we have a clear level of resistance here, in this case being 1850, which is the current all-time high, of course, no longer, we're making a new one. But this was the previous high that we were trying to break out through, right? And you can clearly see how we break through it. We have problems. We come back down. We finally have a candle that closes above that 1850. And what always happens, I don't know why, it just does. It basically pulls back and it retests almost right to the tick right there. You can see that, my friends. I can prove everything I say via technical analysis. I don't need to just, tell you what I'm preaching and then like not be able to prove it based on the charts, right? So you can see we kind of break out, pull back, break out, close the candle above. We back test right to the tick right here, 1850. And then we are just continuing with this push off higher. I'm not going to tell you that this works like this every single time. But again, you need to understand that this is a backtest entry there. this is the idea, right? Like sometimes, yes, we might pull back to the 1850 and we might pull back slightly more. This is where you got to use your common sense and, know where your stop needs to be. But in general, the idea is always the same. We have finally broken through. We're going to back test. If we back test 14, which I don't think we have yet, perhaps I'm going to take a long of 14. Yes, it's an extremely aggressive long, obviously. Come on, we're basically, sitting right at the highs, but that's pretty much all I see here. I mean, I wouldn't short the choo-choo train. So I have no short. We just blew through the last level of resistance, which was 14.18. So now the only trade I potentially have going on for me is the idea that we broke through that level of resistance. We're going to basically try and pull back here and basically retest that 14.18 level. That's all I got for you. That's it. And maybe that's a simple plan. Maybe that's the simplest of plans. If it starts to dip, well, first level that's going to have to break is going to be 14. You know that now. So 14.18 is going to be the first level that needs to break. And even at that break of that level, I'm still not bearish one single bit. I would say when I start to turn bearish a little bit on the day when I think we might be in for a little bit of a pullback, it's going to be that 0205 level, maybe below there. I would be a little bit concerned. Not so much either, but just a little concerned that we might go fill the gap that we have left overnight at 58.86. That's when I will start to think about a potential gap fill. Below this level, I am thinking gap fill. Below here, which is 0205 level. Above there, I am not even thinking about a gap fill. It's so far out of my head that, just remember, just know it's there, but you don't need to trade for it. I've noticed a trend recently. The market hasn't given me the setups, the opportunities at market open, or whenever I'm on the stream. But I have been not. I'm glad I haven't been patient. Sorry, I'm glad that I haven't lost my patience on the stream and 4 straights on stream. And yesterday we did nail a trade at the reclaim off here of 66. We ended up taking profit right at 80, which was obviously short of the massive run that we had afterwards. But either way, it was still an amazing trade. I mentioned it right as soon as I got long. I'm there talking back and forth. And I'm there essentially, talking about my trade and stuff. The targets I'm looking for, I'm giving out my target, which is not, this is not a Discord where I'm going to be giving you trades, but rather it's a Discord where I tell you my trade, I'm holding myself accountable to my plan. And you can see the power of technical analysis, and then I'll summarize quickly my trade and why I'm in it, why I'm taking profit there. So I think the Discord has given me a better understanding that I don't need to be trading on stream. Like I knew that always, but I know what happens if I don't basically trade on stream. Everybody's gonna be like, oh yeah, this guy didn't trade. He's lying to all of us, you know what I mean? But don't need to worry about that anymore. It's now no longer a headache. Because, well, on the Discord, there's no way that I can basically lie about that. That's my name on every trade that goes out there. So Right when I thought my throat was getting better. Why do I feel like it's I don't know. I have like 3 days of antibiotics to go. My goodness. Or two more actually. All right, we'll give it a few more minutes, maybe another 5, 6 minutes. We'll do the crystal ball indicator. Crystal ball been kind of so recently, so try not to pay too much attention to it. But it is always fun to do it, so I keep on doing it. All right, all right. What day is it today? 17. 17. How quickly the month flew by, I swear. We just hit October and now it's going by. I'm not gonna lie though, I don't mind if this month kind of rushes out. Then we got November, December. Those are better months. I like those months better, and it's beautiful the time of the year that it is here. It gets even hotter. It's extremely hot. Less rain. Not that we get too much rain, anyways, but I mean, it's just always nice to know that you can pretty much do whatever you want whenever you want without having to even think about worrying about rain. So, and I don't know what was going on with that OBS issue, but I mean, it's not doing it today. So, I would say that we're good. I don't, not sure why it was doing that to begin with. And I think it was fine the whole time. Market keeps on pumping. I don't know. I think that 14-18 is going to be key today. That's if that fails, I mean, right away at the market open, I think we might be in for a pullback. And honestly, it's not a bad thing, but I'm going to be willing to give it a bid. There's no way that I'm going to have another trend day kind of slide by me. Monday was just ridiculously amazing when I thought that it was quote unquote high and we were going to pull back. Well, now we got to pull back 1 day red and then we're back to 2 days green. We're making new highs. The daily chart is looking gorgeous. If the Chucho Trenches wants to go up, look, I'm not arguing with it. I'll go up with you, buddy. I go with you, okay? Just treat me nice. And that's it. Look at this hourly chart. Oh my gosh. Even the hourly chart doesn't know how to pull back properly. Look at this. Pull back, consolidation, push, little bit of a trend lower, push. I mean, it's amazing. Which is, oh man, 18. I'm willing to take a long of 14. 14, 18 will be an area I'm looking to get long. If we can even bother pulling back that, that. Asking for like a 10-point dip is just too much in this market. Sometimes. We'll see. Unbelievable. This is where that discrepancy comes in. Like, sometimes I'll say, you know, when the dollar is showing strength, I'm looking for weakness on ES. This is why it's difficult to kind of even look at those things. I shouldn't look at them. Like, you see this dollar just continues to go higher. Well, so does ES as well. If you were basically shorting ES because of the dollar, well, you got wrecked. This is why I only look at some, like, I'll look at what they're doing, the dollar and stuff, but just know that nothing really works 100%. Sometimes they might work pretty nicely, you know, but well, I haven't heard the song in a long time. All right, come on down to 14-18. This is not much for me to do here, I'll be honest. That's why. Not much. Even 14-18, it's very aggressive, but I'll give it a bit. Oh my goodness, man. I swear I slept well. This is how you know you're getting older and you have kids. We went out yesterday. We left, I think it was 8:30 or 8:40, something like that. I was already yawning. I'm like, yeah, let's just go. No, I did not drink. I didn't do anything. I was just tired. I don't know from what. It was the gym. I don't know. And then those kids are getting tired. They're running around already all tired, cranky pretty soon. You know when the kids are running around pretty nice. And it's 8 o'clock. It's only one tick away from an explosion happening. So we pretty much just left. We're like, yeah, let's just go. But I woke up tired. I don't know why. It's the evil spirits. Negativity. I've been watching crude oil recently, and it doesn't move that bad. It was quite nicely, actually. It's funny how all this can be applied to pretty much any market. Well, technical analysis, everything is applicable to all markets because it's the same thing. Someone's buying and selling. But all right, all right. Let's get this crystal ball in here. I want to see what this thing wants to say. Well, we dump at market open. No. God damn it, stop yawning, Leo. All right, no, it's not going to dump a market open according to the crystal ball. What about what it will 58.14 to 58.18 hold as support. Let's see if crystal ball is agreeing with this. Salute to that crystal ball. It does agree that it's going to hold. All right, all right. So we're gonna hold. He's implying we're gonna go higher. So then, will ES bounce from support and continue to pump, baby, to pump. Look, Crystal, I don't know. I don't get you. All right, so she thinks the market is gonna hold 14.18, and we're gonna probably chop, I guess, around. She does not think we're gonna dub. Wow. This is the moments I miss coffee. Why do I feel tired? That's good. Wake up. Telling you, that's what I'm saying. This is how you know you're getting old and you have kids. We left that party, was 8:30. Got home, I was in bed by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I even got 7 hours of sleep last night. It was nice. No excuse, Leo. I need the market to open. I need to see some movements. Because I already know that I'm not trading here too. Maybe that's what my body is like. You're not gonna do nothing here, so what's the point? We gotta wait for this thing to pull back to 14.18. There's nothing for me to be touching here. I'm not gonna short the choo-choo train. If you got some cojones, well, I applaud you. And at the same time, the only reason why you would want to be shorting is because we kind of have that. Look, honestly, we don't really have nothing up there. There's no real resistance. I mean, I would need to see more proof that that is resistance. You know what I mean? One wick doesn't really, it doesn't really do much. This is the new all-time high right there, sitting at 27.25. Honestly, this is not even resistance. I wouldn't call it resistant, but like 14.18, that makes sense to me when we were at resistance. That day when we started with the pullback and I was short, that was amazing, but you can see this right here. Like a 5-minute chart is probably not the wisest here, so I'm gonna go on a 15-minute. So we can clearly see here how we had a nice wick. The setup was looking a lot different, and not only that, we tested this level multiple times. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, many proven is the word, resistance level here. So today, when we touched it, we dip. We blew through it, we dip. This is a clear level of resistance. I mean, at this point, up until this point, now we are rallying through it, and we already did what I posted up on the video yesterday. We even back tested 18. So every time we have a level of resistance, as I posted on the video yesterday, we squeeze through resistance, we back test resistance, and we continue on with the move higher. Don't be looking for tops. That's all. That's as best as I can tell you on this, and that's the best reading that I have. The choo-choo train wants to continue to go up. I don't care how high it is, and neither should you. Don't look at how high it is. Before, I used to come here and be like, look at how high this thing is. Look at the massive gap to the downside. This thing is about to dump. Higher it went. All right, I'm going to be waiting for 14 to 18 to get hit. Potentially, that's where I'm looking at taking a very extremely aggressive long. Until then, I mean, there's really not much to do here. It could rally from here. Yes, I understand that, but I'm not taking that. No way. Market's about to open it up in 30 seconds. So make sure that you are ready. I gotta go get a haircut today. Maybe that's what I'm missing. I need a nice fresh haircut. Come on, yes. Give me a nice setup today right now, and let's just get this day over and done with. Market's open for business. Is it just gonna do the obvious and pump? Is it just gonna do the obvious? All right, we're getting a little bit of a dip. We are back to 18. I'm waiting for 14, as mentioned. 18, I'm not really in love with. I think it could easily fail all the way down to the 14. Or, of course, we could bounce from here, but I'm gonna sit and wait for that 14. Feel free. Oh my gosh, 18 is holding up. Is this the back test? Come on, man. Test 14. Come on, man. I'm waiting for 14. I know 18 is the top of this resistance, meaning now probably support, right? It's a very mild support at this point, but nonetheless, it still is support. We are back testing that previous high. I'm just waiting for 14, man. Come on. Now OBS is telling me there's an issue with the stream. F you. Come on, let's test 14. Don't just bounce off 18. Don't be like that, man. Come on, we're testing the top of the range again. I would have really loved 14 instead. 14 is where I'm happier. Because then if I get long 18, I'm not going to get stopped out of 14. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. It's support right there. So that's my issue. That I could take this long, but then I can't get out of 14. It doesn't make sense. So I'd rather just see and wait if we can get to 14 to begin with. You know what I mean? That's the idea. But this is the top level of that resistance, which probably likelihood now is mild support, right? It's a simple thesis. I can explain it to a 6-year-old. If you're not sure what resistance I'm talking about, well, I'm talking about the resistance from, where was it? Resistance setback in October 14 at 3:48 p.m. You can see this right here. You see that top, that wick? That's where we're bouncing from right now. Okay? Right here. And then we have the top layer of that, or the bottom layer of that, sitting at 14. I would really like 14. This whole box in general is mild support. I understand that. Mild. The only reason why somebody would long this 14, 18 levels because, well, I don't want to miss out if in case we are going to pump from the first level. We do have a nice gap to fill at the 58.86. That's where we closed yesterday. You already know what I think about gaps. I'm not looking for it until there's proven evidence that we want to fill that gap. If we just blow through the 14, well, maybe. But I'm going to read action as we get there. You know what I mean? Like, we got to exercise some common sense, too. As I stated, it's an aggressive long, but nonetheless, it's a long. All right, come on. Let's see if we can trap a little bit below that 14. All right, we got 13. 13. I would not want to see price go lower than 12. Below that, I think we are probably likely breaking down. So we're at to the 10 now. We do have some numbers in 24 minutes, so be wary of that. And we do have some important numbers at 11 o'clock. I do not plan to be here by then, so I would argue that yes, we are probably breaking down that level. This is why it's extremely important for us to wait. Wait for the trap. Didn't happen. We're not reclaiming 14, not taking the long. But at the same time, I cannot short this thing like this. You just can't do it. I saw this thing here, okay? Come on. But this is a bunch of nonsense. Okay, if you short the lows of that, I mean, hey, do what you want, but it's extremely difficult to be, you know, the first one in line waiting for this. All right, we got the next level of support here sitting at 02. Sitting at 02. This is part of the Discord plan I sent out this morning. This is my last level right here. Let's see if we can trap slightly below it. I'll be interested on the long side here. Of course, if we just waterfall again, I am not going to take it. You know what I mean? Like, we're breaking down. So, and that's fine. If it breaks, if it wants to sell, I know where to buy in the next, 300, 400 points. I'm not in a rush to be chasing this thing short. God damn it, what a short it was, though. Now, here are going to come the obvious gap fillers. There was a massive gap. Why didn't you short? Get out of here with gaps, please. Take that shit in the garbage. They fill whenever they want. I can prove it. That's the thing. Like, can you prove? Yes, a lot of gaps do get filled, but a lot of them don't as well. So I only look for them at the breakdown of levels. We are breaking down, so whatever. It becomes easy too, though, because now, you know what I mean? Like, I can go back up and I know where resistance is sitting at, right? I know where it's sitting at. I can mark the levels better. Realize I wasn't. Come on, yes. These XFAs are need to grow. Look at that wick. Oh my gosh, we're reclaiming O2. The problem here is that that's a lot of downside right there. Oof. Not the type of reclaim I like to see there. We're breaking down, guys. We're breaking down, which is okay. This is the last two levels. Well, that was the last level I kind of posted about this morning on the Discord. I have not traded. I have not made a single trade. Gotta adjust this. Pretty straightforward short there, though. Looks like we're going straight for that gap fill. Debating a short here, but difficult. Difficult. We might just reclaim that level and pop right back up. This is the line in the sand here, though. 02. 0205 level. This is it. We can start closing some candles above 02. I'll be interested on the long side. 02, my stop will be kind of too much of a big stop here. And we're closing candles under it, so I might want to be short, but let's just wait and see. Look, this is an aggressive buy. Don't follow me into this trade, okay? I want to buy O2 now. I think I'm kind of liking this if we can reverse from here. Look, I'll even go O250. Come on, ES. You little prick. Where are you going? Come on down. Yes, fill Papa there. All right. I'm filled on 1 right now at O250. My stop is not really where it needs to be. I'll be honest. It needs to kind of be down here, but that's a lot bigger of a stop than I'm used to. So gonna be looking for a push right back up to the 14 level. I'm gonna add one here. My stop will be below this candle here. If we break down back down below here, I'm pretty much out. I'm gonna take one out at 12. And then I'll take my last one out. And I could leave one running for the 18, but debating if I should leave one running for the 18. Now I'm gonna take one out at 12. And I'm gonna leave probably one seeing if we can run to the 18. Remember, this is still not out of the gates from this waterfall, so be cautious here. Be very cautious, right? Come on, yes. Can you take this thing higher? Dun, dun, dun. 2 minutes left on the 15-minute candle here. Come on, we need to get this thing going, or else. Oh, come on, yes. We gotta get going through this, man. Come on, baby. Let's go. Podge. Why you gotta play so difficult? Be cautious here. Be cautious here. Manage risks to your level. Come on, man. Come on. All we gotta do is pop right through that. Well, on the SPY is 84.58. Pop through that 09 level. Got 20 seconds left on that 15-minute candle. Maybe that's what we're waiting for here. Come on. Come on. We just gotta go. Leave a little bit bigger of a wick, yes. Come on. Be cautious here. I'll be thinking about cutting this soon, but trying to give it some more space and time here. Come on. Come on. Don't start me with the 15-minute candle dip. Let's just go right back to back test that level. Do it. Put some turbo on this thing. My average kind of sucks because I added another one there, right? So I'm at 05 or 0475, I think, or 05. But my original entry was down here at the 02. Sometimes it sucks to do that, like adding two winners, right? Because then your average kind of moves up with you. But the thing is, I prefer to kind of do this. I always want to add to a winner. I never really, in this case, we pulled back, right? So kind of suck. But there's often times where we won't. So then kind of miss out. All right, this is it. We got to get through 09 right here, right now, I think. But come on. NQ, we got it. You got to help us out over here a little bit. You got to start pumping as well. This bounce is not looking the greatest so far. Below that 02. Come on, we got to get going. We got to get pushing. We got to get pumping, pumping, pumping. Oh, come on. This is starting to hesitate. We need to get this thing just going, baby. Go. Don't be mean, man. Come on. Let's just go. Let's give it a nice pump. Pump, pump, pump. Pump it. I gotta tell you. I mean, just go, please. And then I'll tell you. Just go. Go. You gotta be careful though. This thing is hesitating a bit too much on that 09. We have to go through 09, go through the 12. We go through 09, we go 12. It's not coincidence here, okay? Look at that bottom level of overnight. Clearly see that there. Once we get through that, I think 12 is incoming, but hasn't happened yet. Come on, man. We just can't be grinding up like this. We gotta go, go, go. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, let's get through that ducking VWAP. Duck the VWAP. Dun. Great, now the dollar's pumping. Fudge. Come on, let's backtest that 12, man. 15. Do it for Papa. Fudge. We got some numbers coming out or something. Let me see. We're moving like we're waiting for something. Yeah, well, we have numbers in 9 minutes, so please don't chop around more below before these numbers. When we move like this, sometimes we're oftentimes waiting for something. I don't know. Does. Either way, I'm already positioned, so. Yesterday and the day before, I was in trades for like 2 hours, 1 hour. Like, I'm actually getting really patient with in terms of letting my my targets and my trades kind of ride out. So I am happy about that. You know what I mean? Like it's progress for me. I like it. I want to get down to like one trade per day. If it takes an hour, it takes an hour. I'm okay with that. Like I said, if you're not into like the slower type of trading stuff, this is not for you, right? I trade technical analysis. I'm not gonna be rushing to be scalping every single little move in the market. Bye. Come on, take me out at the goddamn 12. Before the numbers come out. When the numbers come out, it's the Wild West after that. So at least I can leave the runner. You know what I mean? Like at 12, I take one out and then I leave the runner. Do it for Papa. Can you push it right here, right now? Do it. Please, baby, do it. Let's go to the 12. Long from the O2. That's the contract that will be taken out. From the O250, taking it out at 12. Come on, and then I leave the runner. Do it. We're so close. Bang! Bang, bang, bang! Come on! God damn it. I love this fucking game. Look at this. Guys, look at this, man. Look at the fucking trap. Look at it below 02. Look at the fucking trap. How is it so that always these things reverse below the levels of support? Look at this. Resistance. We have the failed breakout. We break down. Whenever we break down, the traps always tell us at the beginning of that move will be, which is right there. All right, now the problem is numbers is incoming, and this is that runner now. So how am I going to manage this? I mean, I could go break even on it, which is not really that bad of an idea. I don't want to give back any profits on the day. I can always re-enter if we dip and we retest 02. Numbers are coming in 7 minutes. I don't like that wick, how we got denied there like that. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm going to go break even. I'll break even on this. I don't care. I can always re-enter. I don't want to give back profits that I made already. And I don't like how that wick got denied there like that. I shouldn't have my stop here, but this is the runner now. I'm okay with letting this thing break even on me. Because I know that support at 02 is right below me. So if we dip there, I can always re-enter there at a better price. And if this thing wants to squeeze through right now, well, let it be then. Really and truly, my stop should be at the bottom here, but there's no way I'm going to give back profits. Screw that. I'll just re-enter. All right, so I just broke even on that one. Look at that. My target was 12. We got the night right at 12.50. All right, I'm not touching this thing until numbers come out now. I'm pretty happy with that trade. That's pretty solid. 10 points there. The trap. If you're not looking for these, not sure what you're doing, but right there, that says it all. That's a telling story right there. That's Long City there. As I often say, whatever dump is whatever is currently happening, you see this waterfall, 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 waterfall. You should not be looking at a shore. You should be looking at a long. Always turn your cheek the other way. And look at that. I just broke even on this prick, and now it's kind of there. O2 is always right there. I hope that with numbers, we can kind of maybe backtest O2. Or I might want to just keep my streak going. I'm 4 for 4 on the week right now. Sorry. 3 out of 4. So I've made 4 trades all week long. Each one being pretty long. And on the loser, I've lost like 150. On the winners, on the other hand, they're a lot bigger, right? So that's where you want to be. You don't need to sit here. Even right now, I can walk away. I don't care anymore. It's fine. Like, people want to make more money. Well, what I should have done there is just gone long heavier right away, not adding later on, but we'll see. We got stuck right at 12.50. We took profit right on time, right on cue. Not coincidence again. 14 was right there. That is resistance, acting up as resistance yet again. Currently below a little bit, actually. We're breaking down O2 yet again. Uh-oh. Maybe it was a good thing that we broke even on that runner there. It's the numbers. I'm telling you, it's the numbers. You gotta wait for them. Two minutes for the numbers to drop. I would have probably taken the long here. But because we have numbers incoming, it is always a wise and a good idea not to take them. Because it creates a lot of volatility, right? You can easily dip to 98, you know, like it's a lot. If you never trade the numbers, I would probably just tell you stay away. Sometimes they don't really do anything, but the majority of the time they do. So we just have to expect that they do. We cannot expect that they don't create volatility, right? Look at that backtest of O2. Oh my goodness, it is working like butter, right? Bread and butter right now. Look at that. One minute till the numbers drop. 1 minute. Be long or short at your own risk. If I had to flip a coin and kind of guess where this thing wants to kind of go, above O2 is going to be up. Below O2 is going to be down. We're currently above O2, so I guess I would have to lean to the upside. We'll see, though. Again, I'm not telling you it's going to go up. I'm just simply saying I'm staying out of it. I'm not touching this. There's numbers coming out right now. This level could easily fail. We'll trade that. I'll trade the next one. Not a big deal. Get ready. The numbers are about to drop. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. The structure we currently got going on for us right now is a bearish one. I don't trade structures, I trade price. So above O2 is long. But again, I'm going to wait for these numbers to reveal themselves. I don't care about structures. Price is king. All right. 2, 1. Numbers are out, baby. Numbers are out. I don't know what they said. I don't care. All I know is above O2 is the long side. That's where I'm leaning towards. I don't care what structure, bear flag, whatever bullshit you're looking at in terms of patterns. I don't know. Sorry, I'm kind of swearing today. Shouldn't. It's bad. Bad manners. That'll too long wouldn't have been a bad idea. Would have been a break even right now if break down below it too. It could be an interesting short actually. Alright. If I take this short at 02, my stop will be at 06. It has to be there. I don't like that we had the trap. We have a failed bounce. Didn't even back test 14.18. So we could be breaking down this level. This is what breakdown trades to me look like. And I'm okay now shorting because I know market is shown weakness. You get what I mean? I don't want to be shorting at 23 expecting this dump to happen, right? But now that the dump has happened, we had a trap to the downside. We attempted to break back above to get back into 14, and we are dumping right back below. It's showing weakness, signs of weakness. I like to short weakness, not shorting strength. Fudge, it's already going. This is what a breakdown trade looks exactly like. We need to bounce from support, as support will always give us a nice bounce. Have a nice trap that we now have broken. You can see this was the trap as expected. The market is everly changing, so we must change. You know, that trap was valid. We take profit. Perfect. Now the trap is broken. We broke down this trap to the downside here. Meaning, well, not quite. We're right at the low there. It's going to do it, though. There you go. It's broken. So we're weak. Like, this is what a breakdown trade looks like. We have a level of clear identifiable support, which is right here. We have a trap which has played out. It has no gas left in the tank. We come back to retest. We even bounced again. And then now we start with a descending to the downside. Now we're going to test multiple levels of support to the downside. This is what I mean by shorting weakness. I don't want to short strength. Why would I want to short 23? I have no idea if that level would have gone denied like that. Your guess is as good as anybody's at up there at 23. Don't give me this, pattern crap here. No. Below it too, we're thinking gap fill maybe. So now I want to see if I can take a short as high as possible or close as possible at 202 level. I want to short below 02. I want to short at 97, but if we can get a little bit more of a bounce on this, I'll be happy to take a short here. Ideally, my entry should be 02 with my stop above 06. What's up? What's up? I am in El Salvador. I don't know if you're asking location, but yeah, El Salvador. I've been here since April. The weather is always hot. As soon as I leave from here, I have the whole rest of my day. We're 2 hours behind Toronto. In Toronto, I will be done streaming and like there's no sunlight. Down here, the sun is always shining. It's always hot. I gotta go back eventually, though, I think. So, my PR card, I gotta go back. All right, so we got that long there, but I'm trying to get short below this 02 level. We want to short weakness, remember. We don't want to short strength. That's my take on the shorts, at least. Yeah, I live there. I have all my stuff there typically, but I live in Canada, Toronto. I have all my stuff there, but we decided to come down here as of April this year. I didn't actually think I was gonna be here this long. I'll be honest with you. It's just because you know what I mean. Like it's an underdeveloped country at the end of the day, and I'm like, I don't know if the food or if it's gonna make anybody sick. The healthcare, how's everything, and so far so good. Can't complain. So we're just living kind of by the day here. The day we decide to go back, we have the freedom, I guess, to whatever day we want. We just leave, right? Kind of the good thing about not getting stuck in one place. Love the stream here every day. Yeah, I appreciate it. I do appreciate the support, as I often say, right? So you get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly every day. Hopefully, you don't do the same mistakes I did. I do. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm here in the green and I just don't take profit. Some other times I'm here rushing trades. So I'm kind of slowing on that down. When I rush into trades, that's when I don't do well. And the stream kind of puts some pressure on me, right? Because I'm not that I'm trying to say the stream is an excuse. It's just that I'm trying to show that we can do well, that what the strategy I'm talking about works. And of course, it is a little bit unique in a way. If it was the same as everybody else, well, then why would I start a channel? It just doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to preach 1 trade to 3 trades per day maximum. You make your 10, 20 points per day and you walk away. You know what I mean? You don't need to be making 10 trades to make 15 points. It doesn't make sense. Well, it does make sense. It's just that's not the way that I trade, right? So I'm not here trying to be for everybody, right? It's just when you start anything, I think you got to have your own unique take. Or else, what's the point? So in hindsight, we should have been short right at that 002 level. We broke down. We're bouncing from 92 currently. But now it becomes this game of ping pong that I'm always talking about. Now it becomes the greatest game of ping pong because we know we have resistance at 0.2 and we have support at 92. One of them's got to break. And one thing I can tell you is honestly, like the more I trade, the less I want to trade. Like I know that might sound, I guess, kind of the flip side because you might think the more you trade, the longer you trade for, the better you are. So then therefore, the more you want to trade, right? I think incorrect. I think that the more you trade, the more you realize that you should not be trading. The longer I trade for, the less I want to trade. Trust me, the less and less. The less I can do here, the better. I already got 1 trade, 10 points. I'm happy with it. I've done 4 trades all week long. Just the one loser, $150. That is nothing compared to the gains I've been making on the week. So that's where you want to be. You want to be like, in my opinion, you want to trade less. Come on. You started this for freedom, right? You started this for you to have the day, to do whatever you want, and then you want to sit on the computer all day long. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of counterintuitive. How long have I been trading for? So I think at this point it's been over 2 years full time, like 2 and change full time. Like I mean full time, right? Prior to that, I was trading for like maybe 4 years, 3.5 years, give or take. But I wasn't trading futures. I was trading small cap. I was trading penny stocks. I was trading options. I traded for like 6-8 months. I almost traded everything except Bitcoin and stuff like that, and Forex. I did not trade Forex. I knew that was kind of scammy right from the beginning. So Futures is where I've been really like, putting my foot on the ground, and I can tell you from that day that that's when I kind of got this whole thing, which was about 2 years ago. No, about a year and a half, really. But yeah, so I'm not like super old in the industry, but I'm definitely not super new either. Kind of in the middle, I think. Looking back, actually, I'm 28 now. Damn, quite a bit of learning, actually. I remember since, yeah, I've been studying quite a bit actually. Since studying is another story, right? Like I was in high school reading books about and paper. I was placing paper trades in high school, right? Like when I was about 18. It's messed up that Google actually took it out, but I don't know if you remember or if you know what I'm gonna even talk about. Google used to have this kind of Google finance section that you could basically paper trade on, and it was kind of the best thing at that moment in time. And I had a portfolio thing going on there. I bought Tesla, I was buying a Solar City, I bought Microsoft, Apple, and a bunch of other ones. I don't know. I remember putting in like 50,000 play money. Okay, this is fake money. Okay, I was like 17, doing some research on these companies. It was for my business class in high school, and in that business class in high school, my thing was investing, right? God damn it! That profile, I opened it up before they sold it to Finance. They sold it to Yahoo Finance, if I'm not wrong. I think they closed those accounts. But that 50 grand was like over 500,000 by the time I was like 22 years old or 20 something. I'm like, God damn it! If only I had 50,000 when I was 17. My gosh. Or Bitcoin. Oh man, it actually makes me so sad thinking about it. This is the one regret I have. I know I don't want to live a life of regret. But come on, this is a regret of mine. I was in high school, okay, and I went out of this overweight, like 6'6" friend of mine. He came up to me and he's like, Leo, you're into this trading stuff, right? Do you know about something called Bitcoin? I'm like, I have no idea what that is. And we used to mine these things for free on an app. Okay. They used to give it to you for free and they used to pay you money. I shit you not. We used to get paid to mine Bitcoin. I forget what this game was called. It was this wheel that we used to spin. And as you got closer and closer, you used to mine them and they used to be worth money. Cents and cents. So we used to obviously have to mine a lot of them to be able to get a few dollars out of it. Oh my God. Those fucking Bitcoins today would be worth millions and millions of dollars. I wouldn't be here streaming or trading. Come on. That is a story and a half I have. Like it's a regret of mine. I'll put it right there. I don't care. I don't want to live a life of regret, but that is definitely one. Fuck. Oh man, Bitcoin hit like what? What was it at the other day? Oh my God. That was like 2009, I believe. If I'm not wrong. I was in high school around that time. I think so, something like. If I find the game, I'm gonna find it and I'll show you. I'm telling you, we were one of the first few. I remember when that was the beginning of Bitcoin. We were upon the first like 100,000 people. I don't even know how this guy even found it. Okay, he just came up to me because he knew that I was all into trading. Because come on, at that point, I was 17, stupid, and I'm like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, I'm here trying to gather money for lunch. Never mind, put money on some fiat currency that no one even knows about. I mean, it wasn't even a thing. Like, it was nothing. Like, for all I knew, it was a scam, right? Yeah, this is a 2-minute chart I got pulled up here. I usually look for my entries on a 2 minute, although my analysis is based on an hourly and daily chart. Those are my two favorite charts for pinning and pointing my trend lines. And then once you basically do your analysis, then you can see on my lines, there's a lot of lines everywhere, right? So not much to the upside. Obviously, we're at all-time highs, but you draw your lines and then you just basically wait for price to basically come to you. By the way, I don't want to sound like an infomercial. Yesterday, we did make a beautiful trade. We were long yesterday. Not on the stream, I didn't. But as soon as I enter a trade, I always mention it right here on the Discord. It's a free community. There's nothing ever going to be charged to you. This is also not a Discord where I shoot you like messages, hey, get long. You know what I mean? It's not an alert service either. It's genuinely an authentic community where we want to grow as traders, trading technical analysis. And we're just here talking throughout the day about the levels, what might be happening, what I'm looking at, what anybody might be looking at. And again, it is 100% free. Oftentimes I won't make a trade here because if levels don't come to me here on the stream, I don't want to force trades. You know what I mean? Like that's when I do bad, forcing trades. So pretty much, yeah, I only trade price. Price is the only thing I'm always looking at. I don't look at anything else. Well, I mean, my lines, besides my lines, right? Like my own support and resistance lines that I drawn, yes. And I am watching a lot of the times NQ on this chart here and DXY. I don't look at them to make a trading decision. So it's more so just to basically, I don't know, when I was new trading options, I was looking at them. So, and I have the screen here. It's a 32-inch I have here. Or no, 28-inch LG monitor or 32-inch monitor. It's a nice monitor, so I figured I'll put it to use. So I got these things here. I spent like $1,000 on this monitor. I might as well use it, right? But yeah, I got those charts pulled up there, but I don't look at them to make a decision what I'm gonna do. I don't look at moving averages. I don't look at anything. Nothing. Moving averages are all late. There's no I don't see why I would put one on my chart. This is the moving average here. What moving average is this? This is a 9-day moving average here. You can see we got the trap here, right? We were technically bearish up until that point. We were below the average. If I was looking for shorts, I would have gone wrecked. Instead, I took the long here at 0250. We take profit at 12, right? This is exactly where we took profit right now today on the stream. And what moving average could possibly tell me to get long right here and take profit right here? I don't know any. You know what I mean? So, and look at that. We got bullish and then we got bearish. I mean, I don't know. If you can master them, I think you can do well with them. But it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. I mean, trading price is difficult too. I get it. But I just don't find, if you're going to study, right? If you're going to put in a lot of heart and sweat and tears into studying something, I think you might as well study something that is king, like price, right? All right, we're kind of pumping back with force right here. We got resistance at 02. That's the idea now that we broke down. I was going to get short at 0150, but I think I'm going to be moving my my limit order to 02 on the dot. Just because we're kind of bouncing from support there. So I'm going to try and be cautious on this short. It'll be a 3-point stop, no more than that. And that'll be the second trade and final trade on the day here. I was going to short 0150, but I'm going to move it up to 02. To see if we can back test right to the tick. Use the 9 EMA and the 15 EMA cross. I mean, I'm not gonna criticize you, right? Like if you can make that work, I'm happy for you that you find something that works for you. But for me, it never worked because it's always getting delayed. Like sometimes you might get a signal to buy and you buy and it works for a little bit, but then it'll just reverse. Or it might give you a few points of a win, right? But I find that when you trade like that, you're not really ever really in tune with where trend might be headed or where price entirely wants to head overall. But hey, that's my opinion, right? Like, you have your way of trading. If you can make that work for you, I'm happy for you. I tried it, it didn't work for me. I used to use the 8, 21, and the 51. So my idea was when the 8 would cross over the 21, I'm looking at a potential trade there. And if those EMAs were above the 51, would be even better. Would be even better there. So the EMAs would have to kind of cross above the 51, if that makes sense. Kind of weird to say, but. All right, looks like we might be wanting to retake O2, so we got to be very careful here. I'm trying to be very careful on this price. Remember, shorts are very tricky in this market. On a more balanced market, they work beautiful, but this is not that type of market, so we got to be very cautious here. We take back O2, we're in for another pump. I'm not trying to get caught on the pump, but I got my stop where it needs to be. I'm not risking any. I'm risking profits I already have on the day, which I have plenty more than that stop there. So let's see if we can reverse this thing. Even backtest 98. Be nice. Exactly. So what might work for me might not work for you, right? Yeah, my stop should really be at 0675. That's above the last 15-minute high. But I don't know about risking that much. Could be here, but I'm really in love with that stop there. I don't want to get back too much on this. And it's done. So O2 does not want to be holding up as resistance, clearly. I thought it would because we have that clear trap here, which has failed. We bounced from support. We're taking back O2. So perhaps it's a long again. And my stop really should have been up here, but I'm just not really willing to have my stop up all the way at the 07 here. It's too much. That would put my stop right above that 15-minute previous high. Love to see this game more. I guess that will come with time, right? I hope. I hope so. I mean, that's why I come here every single day, right? Post up videos, do what I can, and at the end of the day, it does take time, right? The algorithms, they know what they're doing, so you know how it is too, especially starting out with YouTube. A lot of the main streamers that you'll see, they obviously have big crowds, right? But they also have taken a long time to get there too. I think besides Top Step, Top Step's the only stream that actually I remember when it started, it took off very quickly. Well, they're a company, right? Like, they're massive. So it's pretty easy for them to kind of grow. They already had a following and stuff like that, right? But when you're starting out, it is gonna take time, right? So I don't get discouraged by all of that. Like I said, if I started the channel, it's for a reason. It's not to come here and expect thousands of viewers on every single day and be charging you guys money just to basically make money. Because a lot of these streamers too, remember, they make money only via streaming. I don't want to say it, but a lot of them do. So I'm not trying to throw bash at anybody either. It's just what I see. You know what I mean? Like, I just see sometimes that they'll stream, they'll put on some half decent trades sometimes, but then they're also charging like $200 a month for you to be on their, I guess, community, right? I paid it. Trust me, I paid $120 one month when I was starting out to this particular person that basically has their own like platform that they stream on, and exactly. And here I show all my trades, every good, every bad, it's all here. And then now I have that Discord, right? So whenever I don't make a trade, well, I make it right here. I always disclose it instantly as soon as I'm in. So there's no disputing it, right? Like if I tell you I was long yesterday, I was genuinely long. Like there's proof of this, right? So there's no disputing that. All my trades are posted there and here too. So, and that's what I believe. I believe that authenticity is always going to prevail in the end. I think the stream over time will gain more traction. You got to remember, I started this couple, really, like 6 months ago, 5 months ago. And then I really put my heart into it, or more into it, the last couple of months. Before there was nobody watching. Now at least there's, what is there right now? 8. We got big viewers at 12. Views 30 so far. I mean, like it's gonna grow over time. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna rush. It's whatever. Whenever it comes, it'll come. Yep. And I like it. I like you see it's full disclosure. Like you see my trades, you see my what's it called? I'm there trying to keep myself accountable to these trades, right? 2 out of 2, whatever it is. And like if you yes, I don't like to show my account here because I just don't think all the time I need to be showing my account here. But if that's what it takes, I guess, like if you can just simply ask me, am I on a combine or on an XFA? Just ask me, right? Like I have a shitload of XFAs. I have combines. I've blown up both. I've done it all. Just I'm not gonna be sitting here and lying to you. Oh my gosh, like we make $20,000 a day. No, no, I'm trying to grow my account slowly. You know what I mean? To some people, it doesn't sound right, but because they think that you gotta be streaming and making thousands and thousands of dollars a day. You don't. That's actually the wrong mentality. If I can come here and sit here and be like, look, it's fine to make $500, $1,000 a day, which is good. Good. And look at that short there. Worked. Just I was a bit early on it. I do still think that this is a bearish picture. So later on, I'm going to come here. I'm going to be like, what was it? Why was my entry so early, right? Like maybe I should have waited for 07 to get hit first. Like you can see here that this is still a pretty weak picture. So I was a bit early on the trade. It's not that my analysis was wrong, right? Yeah, something happened here on this short here that was wrong on my end. That's fine. Like I'll get better. This is what I love about trading and doing the stream, that I can hold myself accountable to this. And most importantly, I've only done 2 trades, so I can take my time and analyze them. If you are a trader who watches certain people, or that gets the wrong idea that trading, you need to be trading over and over again, it's wrong, very wrong. No, there's a couple more people here. I think they're more silent, they're shy. They're the shy type. Only Antonio. Antonio's not shy. Antonio will give it to us straight. I should ask for likes on the stream. See, even that, I don't even ask for likes on the stream. I know it helps with the algorithm and everything, but I genuinely want it to come from an authentic perspective. Like if you feel like you want to like it, like it. You know what I mean? I don't even ask for that. And I get it. I should, but you know what I mean? If people find value, they know how to like the button, and yes, I'll end up asking for it later on, but I don't know. I'm just trying to find a good balance between it all. Still new at it. I'm like, I don't want to sound like an infomercial, and I don't want to be sounding desperate for it either. My accounts get grown over time by my own trading. By my own hand, right? But If I am doing the stream, I might as well go all out. So give it a like button. Press the like button, please. All right, it's 10:30. We're kind of chopping at this level O2 right now. We're kind of going, kind of in circles around it, up and down. 92 is clearly acting as support right now. This is one of my support lines there. Maybe I should have been long from that 92, but I don't know. This is still a pretty weak picture for me. Watch that O2 trade work now. I was shorting here. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm just going to imagine I took it here at O2. My stop would have been at, go right here, 06. The stream will get more traction though. We're gonna get more creative with this. We're gonna figure it out. Take some time. But hey, you guys are here. You guys somehow got here, right? So I've noticed also like a lot of like the new streamers, they also stream when I guess dead hours are. You can say between like 11 through like 1 o'clock. If you're a new streamer, they'll stream around that time. It's pretty easy to know why, because a lot of the crowd that is trading at open, you know who they're gonna go to, right? They're gonna go to the big channels, right? But after the big channels are done, that's when all that crowd kind of, goes somewhere else. I don't do that. Okay, I have my own life as well. I got 3 kids. I want to make my money via trading. This is my vehicle. This is my passion. This is where I make my money from. And after that, I want to deviate. I want to go out and enjoy my day. I'm gonna trade the best times I know that I can trade at, which is 9:30 to 11 o'clock and 2 to 3 some days. I don't want to sit here. You know what I mean? That's preaching the wrong idea. Plus, right now I gotta go get a haircut. I look all bushy and hairy. It's a haircut day. I need it. Thursday, getting a haircut makes me feel good. My barber loves me too. His eyes light up. I give him a nice tip every week, right? So he's always happy. He's always happy to take me in. Yeah, I'm gonna be going soon. My kid's tutor is gonna be here soon. I gotta get some stuff done. She's coming here more often. You might be wondering why. Why did they come here? My kids don't go to school. Okay, I know how it might sound, but I didn't put them in school. I think school kind of boxes kids, and later on they can go if they want. That's their choice. But the goal of mine has always been not to do that. It's actually been the opposite. I want to put them in a private with somebody private, right? Where I can oversee what they learn. I can influence what they learn. And it's like the other day, I gotta tell you, this made me proud the other day. My 7-year-old, okay. Well, my 3-year-old son already tells me he wants to drive a blue Lamborghini, so there's already a problem. So what was it? Yeah, she's like, the other day, Daddy, I woke up. Oh no, she didn't tell me. She told the mom. The mom told me. She told her, I feel this thing that it's like I know that I'm gonna be wealthy, like dad, like it says wealth is in the mind kind of thing. Like I brainwash these kids. like they feel already wealthy because they are, right? When I say, as I tell them, wealth is in the mind, it's not in the physical. First, it's here, right? And school don't teach you that. School won't teach you that. Like school will box your kids, in my opinion. Hey, I'm not gonna criticize nobody. Everybody, we all have our own way of kind of thinking about things, but just think about it. Elon just released, what was that robot called? I forget what the robot is called. That thing's gonna take out so much jobs in the future that it's kind of pointless to put your kids to go through an educational system to go look for a job that later on is probably likelihood gonna be taken over by AI. You know what I mean? Like school has not caught up to the modern times of society. That would kind of piss me off, putting my kids, hey, yeah, you can become a good, I don't know, something that the robot later on is gonna just take. Look at that. Antonio was up over 175 during market hours. It's your first day trading during market hours and being in the green. That's good. It's amazing. Market open is more volatile. That's kind of the issue. And we can see this O2 trade working out pretty good so far. I would have been short. Probably my stop at break even now. I was just one move too early on it. So not the wrong idea, just a little too early. Yes, I know this is hindsight, but this is also how I backtest, right? Like, this is how you get better. Like, okay, what was wrong with my trade here? Should have waited for this. Like, you need to backtest your strategy, right? How many members do I have on this? I actually don't even know. Let me check. I check on my. We're doing OG status still, by the way. Right now it is 14. Not even less technically, counting the bots. Well, it's 14 right now. It's growing slowly too. So this was Antonio's idea, by the way. Yeah, I'll probably be doing OG status up until like maybe 15 real members. I think the bots are count for 2 of them. So up until 15, we'll be doing OG status. After that, it's gonna be just members. Joining today, so be amazing. I appreciate it. You'll see it's a community that we're just trying to grow as traders. If you got trading ideas there, I know you trade with EMAs. Feel free to post things up. You know what I mean? Like, don't feel discouraged about posting up your way of trading. It's not my way of trading or anyone's way of trading. We're there just, again, as a free community trying to grow as traders. If you can learn something from us and we can learn something from you, that is valuable. Like, that is what we're after with that community. No one is ever going to charge you anything for it. So O2 still kind of acting up as that resistance. How was I one move early on this? Hey, at least I don't feel so bad. We caught that nice long there. I was long too. At least it's fine. Still pretty green on the day, very green. So I'm gonna probably take it easy now. I'm gonna walk away. Uh, I've been green pretty much every day this week, so I'm trying to keep it like that. 5 trades now in the week. 2 small losing trades, and how many trades have I done? Losing track. I gotta go back. Yeah, it's 5. Right? Yeah. Either way, all my trades are posted here during the week. I can simply go back and find it. The proof is there. Every single time I'm in a trade, I'm always putting it up there. Again, it's not a Discord where I'm gonna tell you why I'm like. I don't want you to basically get in long when I'm long or short when I'm short. I'm there again to hold myself accountable, and obviously it just creates that level of authenticity where every trade I'm in, I put my name is on that trade there. You know what I mean? I'm not just every single day in and out, in and out. I rarely make trades. So don't think it's a Discord where, I'm going to be shooting like, trades. But when I do, I always put them up there. My targets, my stops. I just didn't put my trade recap from yesterday. You're in. Nice. We got another member now. 15 now. Minus the 2 bots. At 15, real members, we're going to be cutting the OG status. It's going to be just regular members. You guys will be OGs. I'll remember you guys. Trust me. If in the future, we ever, obviously the goal is to get bigger. We do start something where it is a paid service or anything along those lines. I'm not saying I am. Okay, I'm talking only like, buddy. I need to get this stream above, above 100 views in like daily views on the stream to even think about anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, if later on in the future there's ever a time where I am launching anything, you guys OG status are always gonna be free for everything. So I am thankful about that. But on the Discord, I'm never gonna charge anything for it. That will always be a free community, always. All right, I think that's it for today. O2 is kind of acting up as resistance there. We can see that here. Again, I was just one move early. It is what it is. I don't think it was the wrong idea. Just one move too early. So now we just got to wait for that 92 to break down. We'll see what happens later on. Maybe some more volatility comes in with the 11 o'clock numbers that are coming out. I think it's 11 o'clock. Yeah, at 11 o'clock, at 11 in 20 minutes, we have crude oil numbers, which are very important numbers for the market. So maybe that might create something better here. I'm going to walk away. 2 trades, 1 green, 1 red. The green is a lot bigger than the red, and that's where you want to be. It's okay to take a bad trade. It's okay to lose in 1 trade. Learn from the bad trade and keep your money on the day. If you're green, stay green. Nothing wrong with it. About Pandillas. Yeah, man, that guy has them on lock right now. Nobody can move a finger right now. Well, the gangsters can't move a finger right now without getting... I don't even know if there's any gangsters. I feel safer here than I do in Canada. I'm not even kidding. I walk around with my... Okay, it's not like the most expensive chain, but it's still almost a $2,000 chain. I walk around with my watch. I walk around and... my kids all wear gold. My wife wears gold. She stands out like a hotcake over here. But you know what I mean? Nobody ever felt unsafe. We go into the darkest of valleys. We go into the mercados or like the little marketplaces where there's a lot of chaos happening, and not one of us has felt unsafe ever. Like, we feel very safe here. I like it, so. Yeah, in Brazil, I don't know. I mean, hey, Brazil looks beautiful, though. Maybe one day we can take a trip there. It looks gorgeous there, I will say. Though those beaches you guys have there, especially by, I forget what they're called, where you guys have the Carnival, I think it's where the Jesus status is. Buddy, that place looks out of this world. That's the only thing this place kind of lacks. It lacks that blue water that I like. Yeah, that's it. I used to know somebody from there, from Rio de Janeiro. They used to tell me the same thing. It was beautiful, but Very dangerous. All right, I think that's it for today. I am done. I'm walking away. O2, man. I'm still feeling bitter about O2 right now. Ugh. Even if I had my stop at O7, it would have taken me. All right, I'm done. Thank you all for the support. I'll see you all on the Discord. I'll be there pretty much all day. We'll see what happens with the 11 o'clock numbers. I do gotta go now, so thank you all once again. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy it. You know, if you're in the green, walk away. Take it easy. Just observe price, see what it's doing, but don't get tempted to give back profits. Ciao.